We just hit 100 subscribers early today, and I thought we should go back to our roots, and it's a video game tier list. In today's tier list, we're going to be ranking some popular PS4 and PS5 games, and, you know, there's a bunch of hot takes in here. I'm going to be ranking these based on how much I enjoyed the games, and also based on the characters, the story, etc. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do have a new ring light over here, and hopefully the video quality is better because of the lighting. And why am I telling you this? Because I like attention. Are you proud of me? As you can see, we have a lot of tiers. We have masterpiece, we have very good, we have good, meh, sorta you know. We have disgustingly boring, as in like, you know, like this is disgusting. And we have a did not play or not fair to judge tier, which I already put a bunch of video games in there. And I know there's some heavy hitters on that tier list, just relax. It's just that some of them I never actually played, and the others I did play, but I don't remember much of them. I'm not refreshed in my mind with them, and I don't feel like it's right for me to judge at this moment. The first game we have over here is The Last of Us Remastered. No, not the remake, it's the remastered on the PS4. There's like 3 billion releases. And what can I say except what a game. The Last of Us is kind of nostalgic for me because I played it back when it released on the PlayStation 3, and I just fell in love with the game. The characters are great. Obviously, you got the GOAT, Joel, and you got Ellie, you got Sam and his brother, you got Tess, and obviously this is the game where they established the father-daughter connection between, you know, Joel and Ellie. The journey that you take in this game, especially Joel losing his daughter and Ellie being born in the apocalypse, and how they both bonded together through this journey. They started off, you know, a little bit douchey to each other, and then they developed this amazing relationship between them. And I mean, it is regarded as one of the best games of all time, story-wise. So like, this is non-negotiable. This is easily going to masterpiece. I mean, obviously. If you agree or disagree in any way, please let me know down in the comments below. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. Let's continue with this. Next up, we have Infamous Second Son, and oh boy, I do not think it's a great game. I played the original Infamous, the old ones, and although I don't remember everything about them because it's been so fucking long, and there's still no way for us to play it on the PlayStation 5 or on the PlayStation 4. Thank you, Sony. But what I can say for certain is that not the story, not the gameplay, not the characters are better than the previous ones. The story was fairly mediocre, especially compared to the old Infamous games. But what truly disappointed me in this game was the difference in gameplay when you play, you know, as good or bad. The moral duality between those two is kind of non-existent. If you play the good route in the story, where, you know, you're kind of a saint, basically, Delsin is just your average generic guy who's, you know, a little bit funny, you know, a little bit quirky, but he is like a decent human being, right? But when you go play the evil side of the story, where you play basically as, you know, bad, right? Delsin is still the same. He's just a little bit more douchey. Wow. Like, I swear, there's no difference in the story whatsoever, and there's no difference in the character itself, whether you play as good or bad. He's basically the same person. It's either good, not douchey, bad, very douchey, but still good, don't get me wrong. The powers were cool, but I just preferred the older game's powers, to be honest. The storm, I remember, and then there's like a lot of shit that was crazy when you choose which side of the story you want to play. And also, the choices you had in the previous games were way better in this game. And just because of that reason, I don't think it's meh or even boring. I just think that it was good, but I am definitely in the minority when it comes to this game, as in I've seen a lot of people who actually liked Infamous Second Son. Next up, we have Until Dawn. Now, I didn't play the new remake that came out, I think, a couple of months ago or a year ago. I don't know how time flies. But I did play the original Until Dawn, and I absolutely loved it. I remember when I was a kid and this game first came out, the only reason I wanted to play it was because Rami Malek was in this game. He used to be my favorite character in the movie Night at the Museum, and I was like instantly hooked. I'm like, yes. I think the game has very interesting mechanics, especially how they introduced sort of the dual shock controllers, about how you don't vibrate and stuff, and then you can get fucked over if you moved, or in the stay quiet sections, which, I mean, I did mess up a lot from what I remember. I like the story, I like the characters, even though, you know, they're your average quirky teenagers, but I thought it was a very fun time. My favorite part of the game was actually the mid-sections before you continue with the story, where there was this psychiatrist, I think his name is Dr. Hill, Dr. Jonah, or something like that, and how he questions you, the player, with, you know, psychiatric questions, and then, like, it sort of fucks up with your mind a little bit and sort of judges you or doesn't judge you in certain ways. And it was like really interesting. Like, I felt like, damn, like, back off. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this game. I don't know if it's a popular opinion what I'm about to do or not, but I would definitely put it very good. I enjoyed this game a lot. To get this out of the way real quick and not waste any of our times, let's go to Concord. That's the next game we have. I never played it, and I know what you're saying. Bads, there's didn't play, not fair to judge. No, it is. It is very fair to judge because this game, lasted in the store for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Literally. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but this is definitely disgustingly boring. You know what? I just add a row below. Let me just make a new tier list over here and just call it Concord, because it's Concord. Next up, I chose to talk about Death Stranding, the first one. Now, Hideo Kojima. You either love his games, absolutely love them, or you think they're the worst thing a human can ever experience. You can't be in the middle. I just love his games. I don't know what it is exactly about them, but they're just so fucking good. Now, I know I've seen a lot of the criticism and the hate coming. It's like, oh, it's just like a, walking simulator. All you do is, carry packages. Like, you're a mailman. Where's the actual gameplay? Exactly. Don't you find that fun? But seriously, I like, first of all, I like the theme, the score, the soundtrack, whatever you want to call it. It's just peak. Don't be so serious. I like the world, and I like the story, even though it's so fucking hard to understand. And if you put a gun to my head right now and told me to explain the story perfectly, I would just tell you, let me eat the bullet. I think the game is kind of therapeutic. I like the whole concept of rebuilding, United States, for example, post-apocalyptic world, basically. And I don't know, I just felt that it was very therapeutic and also very fun to deliver packages. I never thought I would say this before Death Stranding, but here I am. I also like the concept of how other people who's connected to the servers can build roads or zip lines or whatever, and then if you're on that same server, they helped you, and then you have an easier journey than they did, which is a very unique idea, very cool idea. And I don't know, man, I really love Death Stranding. I'm gonna put Death Stranding in very good. Now, quick FYI, the placements within the tier do indicate which one is better. And yes, I believe Until Dawn is a little bit better than Death Stranding 1. I just enjoyed it a little bit more, but I still love Death Stranding. Following up with Death Stranding 1, we have Death Stranding 2. Again, not gonna take too much of your time, but what I said about Death Stranding 1, increase it by 5% and put it on Death Stranding 2. I love this game even more. A lot of the complaints that the first game received were kind of fixed in this game. It's a little bit tedious in the first game. Well, this game, you start off with a banger and you have a lot of stuff that can help you with this journey and make it a little bit less tedious. It's still tedious in some ways, but it's fun tedious. But the reason I like Death Stranding 2 a little bit more is actually the story. I think Higgs, his character here, is absolutely insane. I absolutely love electric guitars. I have an electric guitar right over here. As you can see, my girlfriend actually bought this guitar for me. No, I don't know how to play. I wanted to learn. Just discovered that I am ass. I enjoyed so much the electric guitar weapon you unlock, and the actual shredding. Some of the scenes were amazing. That whole scene with Higgs versus the Red Samurai was peak. Also, I like that song where it goes like, till the morning, so let love warm you, till the morning. It was so fucking hype. I would put Death Stranding 2 in very good, and I enjoyed it more than Until Dawn. I just love Death Stranding, and Death Stranding 2 specifically. Next up, I'm gonna go with the Insomniac Spider-Man series. And we're starting off with Spider-Man 1 and Peak Spider-Man game. This Spider-Man game genuinely felt like it was just plopped out of a comic book and just slapped onto a game. It got everything right about who Spider-Man is and what Spider-Man is. The story is amazing. You see friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You see Spider-Man fighting the Sinister Six. You see Doc Ock's relationship with Spider-Man change from a student-teacher to basically rivals. MJ was also a great character, apart from those stealth missions. Fuck those stealth missions. And we got introduced to Miles Morales for the first time ever in video games, I believe. And he is amazing. Najee Jeter is amazing at voicing Miles Morales. And he is a very good Spider-Man. The story is amazing. The characters are amazing. The suit is absolutely incredible. I love the take they had with the white symbol, with the white spider. It's very cool in my opinion. The voice acting is phenomenal. It really hit all the Spider-Man beats that I wanted to see as a comic book fan. And I will have to put it in very, very good. I would put it at the highest tier of very good. I really enjoyed that game. It's nothing too crazy. It's not some deep, rich story that's unique, but I mean, it's just a really fun time. A couple years after that, we got Spider-Man 1.5. Or Spider-Man Miles Morales. And when this was announced, back when the PlayStation 5 console was revealed, me and my brothers were jumping up and down like crazy. Now, it is a short game. It's not a full, $80 game, but it's really awesome for what it is. It was basically like a tech demo for the PlayStation 5 console at the time. The story is great. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it is really a fun time. It's just, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Also, playing Spider-Man, Miles Morales especially, in snowy New York is amazing. Like, that's something we haven't seen, I don't believe, ever in a Spider-Man game from what I remember. And even though you're playing in the same city as you played in Spider-Man 1, it definitely feels different. It feels more Miles Morales, if you know what I mean, with the purple pink skies at dawn. Like, it's amazing. I would put Miles Morales in good, and I prefer it more than Infamous Second Son. Next up, we have Spider-Man 2. A couple days ago, I made a video about how Insomniac got the symbiote wrong, and I've talked about a lot of things there. If you guys would like to check that out, it will be in the description below. I would appreciate you guys' support. But the general consensus is, I liked Spider-Man 2 initially. When I played it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is, the best Spider-Man game ever. Until I tried to play it for the second time, and I couldn't even go past the 3-hour mark in the story because I got bored. The characters are amazing, but I don't believe Insomniac knew how to balance Miles Morales and Peter Parker in the same game. Miles Morales' side mission is basically playing as a deaf girl, I'm not even kidding, and collecting musical instruments like...
What? We're flying to Philadelphia! Oh, hell no! That's hell no! No!
How they thought this was a good idea, I would never know. But at the same time, Peter Parker was kind of nerfed, and I don't believe it was because of Miles or whatever. I believe that they both affected each other negatively by both being playable in the game. Both of them couldn't hold the spotlight for too long, and if Miles Morales needed to shine, Peter Parker had to dwindle a little bit, and vice versa. The MJ missions are back, unfortunately. I mean, it is a little bit better, and there's one really cool segment in the game with Symbiote Spider-Man and MJ. But I mean, like, now MJ can tank a fucking arrow to the shoulder, just like that. Venom was great, I did like Venom. Kraven was absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I just believe that the story was rushed and everything like that. Because of that, I would have to put Spider-Man in good. I do like it more than Infamous Second Son, but I gotta say, I actually like Miles Morales more. I'm just gonna put Last of Us Part 1 Remake and Masterpiece because essentially it's the same game, just better graphics. I'm sure there's gonna be a remake for Part 1 in PlayStation 6. Next up, we have God of War 2018, and I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. This is easily Masterpiece. Now, do I believe it's better than OG Last of Us? Not really. But God of War 2018 was so amazing. It got back, the God of War franchise, and they came back stronger than ever. And also, I like how Kratos is sort of losing his white ashes because over time he's starting to heal. And I love how throughout this whole journey in this game he's bonding with Atreus and stuff, which was really cool. Also, it was kind of refreshing seeing Kratos not being this vengeful person with the gods, and how he's basically being provoked to go back to his old ways, which is very fucking interesting to see as a long-time fan. The gameplay is amazing. I mean, overall, it's just really one of the best games that you can ever play, story mode game-wise. So it's easily Masterpiece, but I think that The Last of Us Part 1 is better. Next up, we have God of War Ragnarok, and everything I just said about God of War 2018, enhanced that by 2%. One of the main problems that there was in God of War 2018 was the enemy variety. There weren't a lot. It was basically a dragon, but now in red. But in God of War Ragnarok, they added actually a lot of new enemy types, which was refreshing and very cool. Also, they expanded on the gameplay. Of course, you got the Leviathan Axe, you got the Chaos Blades, but also, you got a fucking spear. That's right, Kratos is back within his roots, the spear. And the gameplay with that spear is so fucking fun, especially how you kind of needed to fight Heimdall, which is a very sick boss fight. I mean, this game has amazing boss fights, truly, like, every moment in this game is just pure hype. Like that one line where Kratos is like, "Death can have me when it earns me." Like, overall amazing game. And so far, out of this whole tier list, it is definitely my favorite game. Yes, I believe that God of War Ragnarok is better than The Last of Us Part 1. It just connected with me way more. Hey guys, Editor Bads here. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took me so long to edit. It was actually supposed to be just one video, but it was just too long. It was around 35 minutes, and since editing takes so long, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging without any episodes for like 4 or 5 days. So I decided to split them into two. This is going to be part 1. I mean, if you already made it this far, then you already watched it. I hope you enjoyed it. And part 2 should be out within the next couple of days, maybe 2-3 tops. I'm currently editing that one. It's just, you know, editing takes so long, and you know, I'm only one man. I'm a college student, so you know, I'm trying my best here. It's actually 4:30 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, if you guys like this sort of content where I just sit down here, yap about a bunch of stuff, whether it's about, you know, movies, video games, animes, TV shows, I would appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button, maybe turn on the bell notification so that you never miss a video from my channel. Maybe like and share it to your friends who have similar interests as we do. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Bye bye.